Over my decade-long career as a personal trainer, I've learned there's a simple formula to success. Avoid key mistakes and stick to proven principles. And today I'm sharing the top 3 mistakes that hold people back from getting into shape and how to fix them. Here's the twist. These mistakes are not what most people expect. Stick around until the end because the last one isn't just a game changer, it's the ultimate hack for long-term results. Let's dive in. Let me tell you about Lisa, one of my clients who came to me a few years ago. She was doing everything she thought was right. She counted calories meticulously, spent hours doing cardio, and had a big goal of losing 20 pounds. But despite all her effort, the scale barely moved. Lisa felt stuck, frustrated, and started to question whether her body was even capable of losing weight. Does that sound familiar? Well, I see this all the time. Most people struggle not because they aren't working hard, but because they're unknowingly making these same 3 mistakes. Once Lisa made a few critical changes, her progress skyrocketed. And those same changes can work for you too. Mistake number 1. So let's start with this first mistake, and it's relying on a calorie number from an online calculator or formula. Here's the deal. While calorie deficits are essential for fat loss, those calculators are a best guess at best. They don't account for unique metabolism, muscle mass, or even how your body absorbs nutrients. For example, 2 people can eat the same meal, but their bodies might process it differently. That's why the calories listed on food labels aren't perfectly accurate. Lisa was stuck here. She used a calculator, followed the number religiously, and didn't see results. She felt like calorie counting just didn't work for her. Well, here's the fix. Instead of sticking to one fixed number, you need to adjust dynamically based on your progress. If the scale isn't moving after a couple of weeks, it's not because calorie counting doesn't work, it's because the deficit isn't where it needs to be yet. You tweak, you test, and then you repeat. And here's something that surprises many people. Your calorie needs will change over time. The body is an adaptation machine. Hit a plateau, that's your body adjusting to the deficit. The solution isn't to quit, it's to adapt. Now, Lisa learned to monitor her progress weekly and make small adjustments, and that's when her results really started to snowball. Mistake 2, this one's a biggie. People focus so much on the scale that they ignore what's actually happening in their body. Losing weight often means losing not just fat, but muscle too, and that's a problem. Muscle is your metabolic engine. It helps you burn more calories even at rest. The less muscle you have, the harder it is to keep the weight off. Here's where most people go wrong. They rely heavily on cardio to burn calories and skip resistance training. That's exactly what Lisa was doing. Sure, she was burning calories, but she was also losing precious muscle, which made it harder to keep the weight off long term. Here's what we did instead. Number 1, we incorporated resistance training. Lisa started doing 3 sessions of resistance training a week. This doesn't mean she became a bodybuilder overnight. It just meant she was prioritizing muscle preservation while still burning fat. She was still doing cardio as this was important anyway, just for general heart health. 2, boosted protein intake. Protein is essential for muscle repair and growth. Lisa started aiming for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. For her, that was about 150 grams daily. It was a challenge at first. She didn't realize how much protein she needed, but we worked into her meals and the results spoke for themselves. Remember, this isn't just about aesthetics. Preserving muscle keeps your metabolism strong and helps you avoid the dreaded yo-yo effect where you regain all the weight you lost. And here's a bonus. Resistance training can make you feel stronger, more energetic, and more confident. And who doesn't want that? And this is another reason not to lose weight too quickly. 1 to 2 pounds a week is ideal. Doing too much at once normally includes a lot of fat and muscle loss rather than just fat. So play a long game to get the best results. Mistake number 3. Now let's talk about the most important mistake and the hack that can change everything. Most people set outcome goals like, I want to lose 10 pounds in 2 months. It's not a bad starting point, but here's the problem. You can't directly control the outcome. If the scale isn't moving as fast as you'd hoped, it's then easy to lose motivation and give up. Lisa had this issue too. Her entire focus was on the number on the scale, and when it didn't budge, she felt like a failure, even though she was making progress in other areas like building strength and improving her energy levels. Here's the solution. Shift your focus to behavior goals, actions you can control. So instead of saying, I want to lose 10 pounds in 2 months, set goals like, I'll do resistance training 3 times a week. I'll hit my protein target every day. And then another one will just be like, I will stick to my calorie plan and adjust as needed with a diet plan and a shopping list ready. Those behavior goals keep you in control. And the biggest thing is them keep you more consistent. And consistency is what drives results. So when Lisa made this shift, she stopped obsessing over the scale and started celebrating the wins she could control. And guess what? The weight started coming off and she felt better than ever. Now that you know the top 3 mistakes and how to fix them, it's time to put this into action. Whether it's adjusting your calories dynamically, prioritizing muscle preservation, or shifting your focus to behavior goals, these strategies will set you up for success. If you need more in-depth information, we have programs with a link in the description with a fully planned out gym program and all the information you're going to need about nutrition and planning things out. So check that out. And here's the thing, weight loss is just the beginning. If you want to know the secret to keeping the weight off for good without slipping back into old habits, then check out this video here. It's packed with tips that most people miss but are crucial for long-term success. So don't miss that.